Hello, everybody. Welcome to COMM 360. I'm Georgia, your host, and today we're going to be talking about Gilmore Girls, our favorite characters, who we thought was the best boyfriend, and if we like Emily Gilmore. So, first off, who's your favorite character in Gilmore Girls and why?
I think that's honestly like a pretty tough question. I'm in season 4 currently, and I have mixed feelings about Lorelai because I feel like she should have like way more growth at this point than she does. Like she's still like kind of petulant at times, but there are some points where that girl actually like surprises me so much with the line she says, and it genuinely makes me laugh so much. And like I just love her, and but honestly, I'm like a Luke girl till I die too. I love Luke.
You love Luke.
And
that's valid.
Definitely. Who's your favorite character?
Probably Rory. I relate very strongly to Rory, and so I really, really like Rory. My mom used to like to tell me that I was like Rory when I was little, and I'd never seen the show, but or Paris.
Oh, I forgot about Paris. I love that girl.
She's just such an awful human being in the first couple seasons that I love her. And then she like has a character arc and she's like fantastic. And I love her. I want her to be my best friend.
Where I'm at is I love the like fact that she's just somehow Rory's roommate at Yale.
Yeah.
Like that's so Paris.
Like how that just happened at Yale.
Yes, and she's
a
like
lot of kids.
trying to like heal her issues by like having like a craft table and a life coach. So good, but she like I just watched the episode this morning where Rory is writing these fucked up reviews for like different like arts events at Yale, and like they get a threat that just says "die jerk" on their door, and Paris is like going through like the 50 million people that like could possibly be sending that to her, and I'm just obsessed with that. I love Paris.
I really liked Paris in like the Chilton era because she was like in her little like posse of people that were just all horrible human beings. I thought they were so much fun, and like all of a sudden she's over at Rory's house like working on projects with her. Like I never expected any of them to get along, and then it just happened. Like, that was a huge plot hole in my opinion, but it worked. It worked.
I know, the Paris, like, Rory dynamic is, especially in the Chilton era, was, like, so back and forth. And it just, like, I feel like that's an issue with Gilmore Girls. And it's not, like, a horrible one, but I will notice how, like, we'll start to get somewhere with characters and you, like, think they're growing. And then immediately something will set them, like, 2,000 steps back. And it's, like...
Like, I can't tell if it was intentional or they just, like, the producers of the show just kind of forgot what they were doing with the show and just decided to go somewhere else without linking the two. Moving on, so what's your favorite boyfriend? And, like, we'll limit it between, like, Dean and Jess.
See, I think it was really controversial of me to be, like, before they actually started dating, like, adamantly Team Jess, because he is, like, a petulant little, and, like, I was, like, so excited to see him grow. I loved the point where Dean was just being so boring, and then Jess was kind of there, like, trying to, like, win Rory. And, like, I just feel like Rory did both of them so dirty.
She really, like, screwed both of them up so much.
But
like, I feel bad for them, but also, like, it makes great TV, so
and it made me mad that, like, Jess, at this point, had, like, zero growth. He was a mess as an actual boyfriend. But, like, I actually was getting to a point where, like, I couldn't take Dean. He's so dramatic. He is constantly trying to fist fight people. It's so obnoxious. But the episode where they get into Jess and Dean finally get into a tussle at the house party, that was peak. I was screaming. It was so good. I just love the boyfriend drama, even though it is so irritating.
Oh yeah, like unpopular opinion, I really like Dean, and I know he's a horrible person, and I think my brain forgets about his anger issues and how horrible of a person he truly is, just because I liked him at the very beginning of the show. So, I mean, because his character just didn't make sense to me. Like, he was supposed to be, like, this bad boy that got Rory, but then, like, he's just reading a book on the bench, and is, like, writing books and talking about books to Rory, and I'm like, this wasn't the character you were supposed to be. I don't understand.
Like, on the build up to their relationship, I was obsessed with Jess. I thought he was, like, I, like, was super into, like, Well, and they make all these references about like bands and like books I love, so I'm always like, oh my god. And so like part of the reason I love Jess was like how referential he was to a lot of like stuff I like, and he was just like, I just liked when he wasn't being like so like annoying and like too cool for like everything. Like I just enjoyed him and Rory's dynamic, and then it's like they got together and it was just horrible. He could not get it together, and then like Rory, every time she runs into Dean, like Dean had more screen time when she was dating Jess than I feel like he ever did when she was actually dating him, and it infuriated me.
Yeah, I really liked Jess's and Luke's dynamic, just because they hated each other so much, and I thought it was funny. But like I think Dean, I just have him stuck in my head as the guy who would like come over for their like family movie nights, and like they would always like pop popcorn and get takeout and like watch like what was it, like Wizard of Oz or something that they watched like the first time he came over?
Yeah, I think so.
But I have that Dean stuck in my head, and since I keep restarting the show, I've never made it all the way through because I forget that I was watching it, then I have to restart it. I only have that Dean, so whenever like I finish the show, I'm like, oh well, that's not the Dean that actually exists. They didn't do that.
I know, they kind of just like retconned his character, and now he's married, and then Dean just irritates me so much. I can't. I miss that Dean, but like him breaking up with her because he told her like he loved her, and then she was like, I don't know. I was like, come on. Yeah, so dramatic.
I don't remember what his name is. The blonde guy that goes
Tristan.
to Chelsea. Tristan. I wanted Rory and Tristan to be Endgame, and
then he disappeared.
Yeah, and I was like, and that the actor was like in every 90s and early 2000s movie, and I was like, this would just be so great, but you screwed it up. So finally, what are your opinions on Emily Gilmore, or just Lorelai's parents in general?
I think since I'm binging Gilmore Girls, and like Gilmore Girls was not made to be binged, I feel like I get frustrated with Lorelai more than maybe I would if I was like in the early 2000s, seeing these like shows, you know, more episodic, like weekly or like, you know, waiting next season, because Lorelai seems to like run in circles with like she and her relationship with Emily, to the point where I'm like, come on, like grow a little bit, give in a little bit, because Emily, I think like how they treated Lorelai whenever she was pregnant is pretty unforgivable, but like she clearly, I don't know, I don't hate her, I'm sympathetic for her, I always feel for her whenever like things like don't go the way she wants. Just I just love like her actress. But her character herself, I don't know, I have complicated feelings about her. What do you think about Emily?
So I like Emily simply because I think she, like, just her character in general is funny. Like, just her, like, existence is funny. I don't like the dad. The dad makes me mad. Richard. Oh. Yeah, I don't like the parents, but I like Emily because I think she's just funny. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I think that's all we have time for today. We made some great progress in talking about Gilmore Girls. So, I'm Georgia, and goodbye. I don't know.
Goodbye.
Don't laugh at me. I don't know how to close that.